guys, welcome back to Natty B After Cancer. Before we go any further, if you've never hit that subscribe button, I need you to go do that now. And also make sure that you are following me on Instagram at poet_Ifrika. And I hope you watch this video to the end so that you can learn the difference between HER2 positive and HER2 negative. This is something that within the breast cancer community we hear a lot. It is something that unless you're diagnosed with breast cancer, you're probably never going to hear what that means at all. What does HER2 even mean? Well, it stands for the human epidermal growth receptor factor. I think I'm saying that correctly. Human epidermal growth factor receptor 2. That's what that stands for, but in short, it is HER2. What these are is they are proteins that are actually found on our breast cells. They are involved in normal growth cells, which can at times become overexpressed. And what they mean by overexpressed is that the level of proteins on the receptor are more than there should be. So if you've been recently diagnosed with breast cancer and you're knowing, or your doctor has told you that you are either HER2 positive or HER2 negative, but they haven't explained to you what that means, I'm glad that you found this video because I'm going to tell you exactly what the differences are. So if you have HER2 positive breast cancer, this basically means that you have abnormally high levels of the HER2 protein. So if you have abnormal, unhealthy cells like breast cancer cells, it causes those cells to multiply even quicker. So HER2 positive actually causes abnormal growth or abnormal stuff happening in your body to split and to divide and to grow much quicker than if you were to be HER2 negative. And studies show that the majority of breast cancers are actually HER2 positive from the research that I've also done. And I don't know if that's still the consensus as of, like, what are we in July 2020, but most breast cancer cases are HER2 positive versus being HER2 negative, just like most breast cancer cases are IDC, inductal carcinoma. I'm losing my mind today. I can't seem to remember anything. So how about HER2 negative? This is when those cells do not have abnormal levels of the HER2 protein. This does not necessarily mean that you may not be estrogen receptor positive as far as your breast cancer. So you can have estrogen receptor positive breast cancer, which is what I had, and your HER2 status can be negative. Whereas some women and men will have triple positive, which means they're estrogen receptors are positive, their progesterone receptors are positive, and their HER2 protein status is positive. What are some tests that can determine your HER2 status? All right, so the first one is IHC, and I hope I don't slip on this word, but IHC stands for immunohistochemistry. The second one is known as ISH, and this is the test that I had done. And that is short for in situ hybridization, which I think for the longest time I was calling it the fish test, but I guess it's the ISH test, ISH. So if you have received a diagnosis of IDC, invasive ductal carcinoma, your doctor is going to test for your HER2 status using one of the testings that I mentioned earlier, and I'm not going to try and say either of them again. Just know that one is ISH and the other one is IHC. So guys, that's it, Natty B After Cancer. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this video with your friends. Till next time.